Hey there guys, this is Flamzeron, aka YouTube's Tosuke. I have an idea that I want to share with you guys. I've been thinking about this for a while now, and this has sort of been off and on thinking, but I think this would be something cool to do. And also, I apologize if the audio isn't as good as it normally is. I got a Logitech headset for my birthday, and it's a USB one. I plan to use it for my gaming and whatnot, but I figured I'd try it with this thing just to see exactly how it sounds when I fix it up like I normally do. Um, but anyway, that idea is a podcast. I had always wanted to do some sort of podcast. Um, we'd probably host it like on here, and also on my website and anywhere else if the people who I'm working with have a website. Thing is, I need some people to kind of be in the podcast because I don't want to have just like a few people. I normally want to have like not a lot of people, but a good bit. Like probably up to maybe 5 or 6 people. And this is going to be on Skype, so you'll have to get Skype if you don't already have it, if you want to be part of this. But basically, what I'm saying is, if you want to be part of a podcast, and if you want to talk to me and talk to some of my friends, and make probably some new friends, because you may not know everybody, then just shoot me up in a PM. Just say I want to, just if you want to be in this podcast or not. You just have to have a mic. I don't really care what kind of mic it is because I'm going to fix up the audio anyway. So even if the even if the quality of your mic isn't that good, it'll sound better once I fix it up using Audacity. And I'll probably use my General Electric one because that's the one I like the most because it's so far it's the best quality that I've gotten. But with this one, the Logitech one, it's not necessarily. It's like sort of away from my mouth and my nose, so I can probably voice act with it better, and I can probably actually breathe through my nose for once. Anyway, so yeah, as far as the topic, um, you can you can bring up something new to talk about if you want. Like if you want to be part of the podcast, it might be a good idea if you if you bring up if you have a topic in mind that you want to talk about, because we can talk about stuff like we'll probably talk about Soul Silver, we'll probably talk about Dragon Ball Z Kai, some other things we can probably talk about. Who knows, we might even break into a debate and whatnot. And so yeah, so if you want to be in the podcast, shoot me a PM, and if you're one of the first 6 or 5 or even 7 people, then you'll be on the thing. You'll have to give me your Skype information. You'll have to. We'll probably do this during spring break, or my spring break, which is next week. And we might do this on a Saturday or a Friday, whatever works for you. Heck, we might even do it, this Friday or maybe even this Saturday. But basically, uh, just if you want to be part of the podcast, shoot me a PM. If there's something in particular you want to talk about, let me know. I mean, if you don't care, that's perfectly fine. I can find topics. It's gonna be on Skype, so you have to have a microphone, or at least some way to talk to us. I mean, if you have a built-in microphone and you have a laptop, like you have one of those built-in microphones, that's perfectly fine. If you have it doesn't really matter what kind of mic you have as long as you have a mic and whatnot. There are some rules though, like if you're gonna be part of the podcast, you can swear, but don't be over the top. I'm not sure if I'm gonna bleep out "fuck" yet though. I probably won't, considering I just said it. Also, rule number 2: let's be nice to people. I mean, I'm an overall nice guy, and it's important for everyone to be nice and respect other people's opinions. Um, Rule number 3: this isn't really that big a deal, but it's sort of but it's like a little bit of a courtesy. If you're gonna cough, move away from the mic, and Don't be eating anything. You can have a drink with you, but like it'd be better if you weren't eating something. Because that'll like make the whole thing just sound really weird and awkward. I don't mean to be, a school administrator kind of guy or anything like that, but I'm just trying to make sure that this is a mature thing. But yeah, so that's basically everything. If you want to be on the podcast, let me know. It doesn't matter who you are. You can be part of it. Heck, if you can heck, even if you want to like bring a friend with you, that's perfectly fine. And let me know if you want to be part of the podcast. Let me know by at least Thursday evening, because we might go ahead and record this on Friday, because I've got Pamela, so I can record stuff. As far as like what kind, and you'll also have to provide me with like a picture that you want to represent yourself, because if we're gonna put this on YouTube, then it's going to be, like what I've done for my Skype videos, where it's just like a blank background, and I have like my guy avatar and like little avatars that the people wanted with their names under it. For the last one, I kind of had to improvise, so we had someone on there named Roy, and so I got him, Roy from friggin' Fire Emblem. It was either that or Lloyd, but And for the other guy, the first guy who came in and left, I gave him Tidus because I got that sort of like I pictured that voice going along with that face, so I chose Tidus from Kingdom Hearts. And then for the guy who came in, that I think her name's Jenny or Jenna. No, Jay. Sorry, Jay. No, Jiro. That Jiro brought in. I chose like Squirrel with sunglasses because that guy kind of sounded like he was sort of a cool guy, and I'm trying my best not to make sure this goes over, so I'm gonna wrap this thing up. So yeah, if you want to be in the podcast, like let me know through PM by Thursday evening. That's going to be 12 o'clock, like 12 o'clock PM. I know that there are even people out there who would even stay, awake, stay up night during, a school night or a work night. That's basically it, and it's going to be on Skype. If you find you have to be sure that you have some way to talk for us to be able to hear you. Just as long as you're not like right up to your like a built-in mic on your laptop or whatever. Like, even if you have just a microphone and you don't really mind having to like lay down or like get really close to the mic so that we can hear you, that's perfectly fine. Maybe I can get Transangel in on it, maybe even Orphan. Matthias once told me he had Skype on his PSP. I'm not sure if he'd be willing to do that. But anyway, so yeah, if you want to be in the podcast, PM me. It's going to be on Skype. You have to PM me by Thursday evening, 12 o'clock. Be able to communicate with us. If you have anything you want to talk about specifically, let me know. Because I'd like to make this thing, decently long, like probably like Invisible Walls length. And just to kind of and remember the rules that I said, you can backtrack in the video if you want. We're gonna one of the things we'll probably be talking about have to be like our thoughts on Soul Silver, thoughts on Dragon Ball Z Kai, and of course if you guys don't understand, if no one knows what's going on, then I'll let everybody know exactly what's going on. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything. Alright, this is Flamzaron, aka YouTube's Tosuke, signing out. I look forward to perhaps talking with you, and I will see you guys later.